Welcome back, everyone. Chris Matthew with Forbidden Knowledge News, and I am happy to welcome Billy Carson. He is founder of Forbidden Knowledge Inc., the best-selling author of the Compendium of the Emerald Tablets, expert host on Deep Space, as well as Gaia's original series, Ancient Civilizations. He is also the CEO of First Class Space Agency, based in Fort Lauderdale. Billy, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks so much. I always love having you on. Every presentation I've heard from you was mind-blowing, including at last year's Forbidden Knowledge NewsCon. I'm looking forward to your presentation this year, Proof of Alien Life in Our Solar System. Yeah, I'd love for you to give us a little teaser about it.
Sure, absolutely. You know, there are a lot of space missions and probes that have gone out over the last few decades into space right here from Earth. I'm talking about European Space Agency, NASA, the Russian Space Agency, the Chinese Space Agency, even the Indian Space Agency. And they have sent back the most amazing anomalies in these images. Now, they have obfuscated a lot of images, but they can't get it all. It's just so much. There's so much proof of life in our solar system that even with their best editors and techs and their best software that try to just mass erase as many things as look like, intelligently created as possible, they still can't get to everything. And so we do a painstaking technique to go through every single image and analyze it centimeter by centimeter, and then bring out the actual anomalies that are still left in the images. And in some cases, they don't even touch them up. They just go, you know what? People are too lazy, or they're not going to have time. They're worried about their kids and school and work and everything else. They don't have time to go through these images. So a lot of them, believe it or not, I would say at least 1/3 of them have not been touched at all. And even from this brand new Perseverance rover that just landed a couple of months ago, we have found the most amazing anomalies and proof of life in our solar system. And I'm going to take you on a journey from Mercury. I'm going to show anomalies. Venus, I'm going to show anomalies clear as day. I'm going to take you, of course, to our moon, to Mars, to the planet Ceres, to the moon Titan, and also to Pluto. And I'm going to bring you enough circumstantial evidence to show that there is proof of life in this solar system right now today.
Now, yeah, I'm glad you said right now today, because a lot of researchers have shown some anomalies on, different planets and the moon in the past, and showing that they may have been ancient civilizations. But you're saying that this could be possible proof of life ongoing right now, right?
Absolutely. I can understand a lot of the things that we've seen look like broken statues or heads of statues. Some of the stuff I'm going to show you is going to appear to look like the statue, if that's what it is, has turned to look at the camera or has crouched down to hide from the camera. And so I don't know what kind of artist they may have had on some of these planets and moons, but why would you want to create something that looks like it's trying to turn to look or hide? That's kind of a weird thing to carve or etch. So I really do believe that these anomalies potentially are people. And we even have some people that seem to be, unfortunately, not with us anymore, but the remnants or the remains of them are laying out there. So we're going to show this, and I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised. We're going to turn our eyes away from looking 20 million light years away to, exoplanets, and start realizing that right above our heads, there could be people going through a daily life cycle just like we are.
That is going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. Before I let you go, I want to get your thoughts on everything that's happening right now with the mainstream disclosure. I mean, it's gotten kind of strange what's happened in the past few years, starting off with 2017, the New York Times big article. And then in 2020, we have, of course, the pandemic, but all this craziness with UFOs starts stemming out from the mainstream media, from the Pentagon. Yeah. What do you think the urgency is to kind of speed up this? It's still slow drip disclosure, but it's kind of seemed to be urgent recently.
Yeah, well, what happened is we got fed up. We, meaning the United States, American people, have got fed up with the war in Iraq, the war against Afghanistan, controlling the poppy fields and bringing back the stuff that's going on over there to America. And so that war has come to a decline. And when the war starts to slow down, it's like the stock market. It starts to crash, the money starts to dry up. So they were looking to go and do something else, in my opinion, but then you had the pandemic hit, shut the whole world down. And so now the war machine literally dried out completely. And so the next big move you have to make is you have to, since there's no other country to go after at this particular moment, there's no reason to fabricate any kind of war. You have to go into space. And so I do believe that there's a lot of UFOs here that are from other planets or other dimensions. And I also believe that a lot of the tech that we have seen, is partly from us. High tech, black budget operations being partly exposed to the general public, either for fun or to start to arouse us to the reality that these things are here. But I really do feel that there's an agenda to maybe potentially do something that's going to create fear and panic so that we can all get behind the war machine again. And the new war will be against invaders from space. I do believe that there's people coming here and going all the time from space. And then unfortunately, based off of my research and some documentaries that I've been in, it appears that we keep trying to use scalar weapons and different types of weapons to bring them down so that we can take advantage of their technology, reverse engineer it, create our own tech from it. And the fact that we're still here breathing after doing that so many times since the 1940s, it shows me that these beings, at least the ones that have been interacting here, coming back and forth, aren't looking to annihilate us because they could have done it in a blink of an eye. It won't be like a movie where you see guns blazing and laser beams and all that kind of stuff. It'll literally be just blink, drop something in the atmosphere that just, takes care of everybody at one time, or something so simple, a frequency that just does it all at once. Some of these people are out there a million years ahead of us. They're not going to use guns and laser beams to kill everybody on the planet. That's a slow, old-fashioned way. Probably wouldn't even work. So the fact that we're still here tells me a lot. It tells me that there's a lot of good out there. And unfortunately, it seems like, just my personal opinion, it's an agenda to get the fear pumped. They're attacked. There's a national security threat. They're buzzing our our ships in the ocean. They're doing this, they're doing that. And I really believe that all they're doing, like when they came to the nuclear silos 20 years ago, they shut all the nukes off. They're letting us know, like, guys, don't try it. We're not going to play this kind of game. And so, but we're manufacturing, I think they're manufacturing a fake war, and the war will be to space. They can then generate a lot of money by getting the citizens to back them to generate money for weapons that can go into space, for more space type weaponry and more space research and more black budget projects outside of the public domain. And when we can't say where did the 20 trillion go, because they're going to say, oh, we put it to the Space Force, we put it to protecting the planet. So I think it's just another way to generate a lot of money, even though they know they're real, but they're also enhancing it and injecting a little bit of that fear factor so that we can get behind them so they can actually get a lot more money. And so I think that's why you see a lot more of it being put out right now. It's all about generating the fear. So when they go to suck the money, there's no questions being asked.
No, I would have to agree with you on that one. I've been thinking the same exact thing. Well, Billy, I'm looking forward to meeting you in Laughlin. That's going to be great, hanging out with you, seeing your presentation. Now, you actually have a website where people can get a little teaser of some of these anomalies and images, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Go to forbiddenknowledge.com, and or you can go on Facebook. We have a lot of Facebook groups, but if you go to Facebook and look for the Mars Anomalies group, you'll find a lot of their Martian Genesis group on Facebook. We'll let you in over there. You can see some of the anomalies there as well.
Awesome. Yeah, go check those out. And Billy, I can't wait to meet you in Laughlin and also meet all of you. We will see you in Laughlin.
All right.
This year's Laughlin UFO Mega Conference is going to be the world's largest. It's going to feature over 35 scientists, researchers, and contactees, and they're going to present incredible new disclosures over 7 days. You can now register for the full week, half a week, or even by the day or session. And not only is there going to be over 35 amazing presentations, you get a skywatch, meet and greet, you get film screenings, and you get to hang out with me. Go to their website, register now. It's LaughlinUFOMegaconference.com. Like I said, come hang out with me and over 35 of the most amazing people on the planet. Join us for an incredible 7 days of education and disclosure, the Laughlin UFO Mega Conference.